out to my new and old school subscribers and my TikTok family. Let's get it, let's go. Listen, man, let's talk about it. What is going on? What is going on? The Western modern woman is losing their minds. They don't know what it means to stand on business. And we're starting to see the holes in the sisterhood, okay? And we're poking at those holes. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all, I don't know if you watched my video from earlier, but I want to talk more about this. How, as a Sigma, you know that disrespect will not be tolerated. Now listen, this video wasn't scheduled. I wasn't planning on dropping another walking around outside video, but it feels so good today. I had to do it. There will be a scheduled reaction video later on today, but until then, let's talk about it. Listen, you can do whatever you want to do. You can say whatever you want to say, but what you won't do is disrespect a Sigma man. Now, Sigma wolf, whatever you want to call us, the lone wolf, we'll tolerate a lot of stuff. We'll let you slide on a lot of different things, but disrespect won't be one of them. Now, what is disrespect? Listen, you can say what you want as long as you're not saying anything crazy in my energy, in my vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Amongst me, I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, that's the only level of disrespect. I see a lot of men that like to talk about other men, right? Indirectly. Listen, you get no respect from me. I could care less what other men are saying about what men should do or, you know, ain't doing, or how big a player that the one person is. Who cares? You're fighting for crumbs. You're fighting over scraps and crumbs, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't see you. Until my name is called, you know, your boy is not being summoned for anything. You gotta call my name. You better call my name 3 times, motherfucker, in the mirror, like Candyman. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, if you're gonna sit there and run your mouth about me, yeah, go ahead and say my name 3 times in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? If you dare. I ain't got no time for y'all. Disrespect will not be tolerated. You can indirectly speak about me. You can, you know, kind of talk about my archetype a little bit. What does it matter if you're not saying King David or David Young? I gives a shit less. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here winning while y'all are working. I'm out here moving in silence while you can't shut your mouths long enough, doing one of 2 things: running your mouth, bragging about yourself, or shoving some kind of foot-long sandwich up in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? If you get my drift. You know, I ain't got time for y'all, dude. I'm serious. Sigmas don't worry about what other dudes think. We don't do things of that nature, man. Look, whenever we're online or whenever we're hanging out, we don't have friends around us, so-called friends, or really hidden enemies. Smash that like button if you guys are in here. We don't have people around us that like to, see, there's some people that call themselves, they don't consider themselves contrarians, but they always have something contrary to say to whatever you're talking about. And I don't know what it is. Personally, I believe it's their only way to be able to be around you and feel sane, that they can try to find little holes in whatever you say or whatever. But these are not really friends. I need y'all to understand that. A lot of y'all have these kind of people around you. It's fine to have business acquaintances or whatever, you know what I mean? But they're, you know what I mean, affiliates, but they're not your friends. Anyone that's like a contrarian or whatever, they're not your buddy. And also on top of that, I don't know how I feel about friends that allow other people that disagree with me in their presence to debate them. It's kind of weird business. Allow me to explain. What's going on, bro? What's going on? Whenever I seen a video, I think his name is Michael Sartain. 2 things. I didn't know that channel, the MOA podcast, was ripping him off and taking his clips. I thought that was his clip channel. I swear on everything. I was subscribed. I was watching it, you know. He was like, man, this person's like ripping my clips off and taking the worst part of whatever I'm saying and going for. I'm like, oh man, my bad, bro. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But he had this guy on who was talking about Myron from Fresh and Fit, right? Now, Michael Sartain was, you know, he's a friend of him, so he was holding him down or whatever. He was, you know, with logic or whatever, defending his friend. But this guy was on there being a contrarian, and he was talking about how, you know, these guys in the red pill are just always, you know, they're putting out this kind of stuff that's making, you know, men dislike women. I'm like, no, they're not. And plus, anything that you watch as a man, you should use discernment. But this guy kept saying, I feel. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Panda Bear Express. See, no man in his rational mind gets online talking about, I feel this and I feel. Your argument is gone. It's personal to you. So you have a problem with that Myron guy. So whatever you're trying to do to justify it online, it makes no sense because you're using I feel as your, what's going on? No, I haven't seen anything. Nothing popped up. Not yet anyway. You know what I'm saying? If you send it, go ahead and try to resend it. My friend, I appreciate it. Or you can send it to my Cash App, which I think I have it listed in the description. King David the Chosen. Yeah, King David the Chosen. But this guy seemed like he had a problem with this Myron guy. But this is what I'm talking about, where you have weak males that get online, just like females. They try to justify their disdain for another man through using internet lingo and, you know, popular culture, you know, societal standards and norms, but he'll keep using I feel. He won't have any logic behind what he's saying. It's gonna, now listen, I have my little qualms with the Fresh and Fit guys, but what you're not gonna do is act like they don't know how to conduct a business and that they don't have employees underneath them and that he doesn't put out other stuff besides, you know, how women are acting up, and he don't use stats and facts. You don't hardly hear him saying, I feel. When a man's online talking about his feelings, man, unless he openly says, I'm gonna start this session with me expressing my feelings, you know? Sometimes I get on here doing some stuff that's kind of emotional, but I tell you guys that when you get on somewhere and you're trying to go against a man that talks logic and facts and you're using I feel, you're basically a panda bear puppet, got some woman's hand up your, you know what I'm saying, telling you what to say, and you're sitting there as a grown man. And you know, if you watch it, it's Michael Sartain's channel. It's a clip of him. You can look at the guy and tell. And this guy's using all of the women shaming terms, incel. That's not a man of the men. Men of men don't really use those shaming terms unless they're trying to shame those men specifically. So you're using, see, the military taught me, man. I'm just listening to this guy. I'm like, okay, so you have a personal problem, or you're representing a group of people that have a personal problem trying to slander. And he's talking about propaganda. He said, oh, this RP stuff is propaganda. No, sir. You getting on here, expressing your feelings is propaganda. That's propaganda with no facts backing it up. Right? These people are multimillionaires. They know how to conduct business, and they know how to clip out stuff to get things to go viral, but they also back it up with courses and seminars. Now, I'm not part of none of this stuff. I'm just telling you, man, like, you know, they give you a solid, you know what I mean, program or whatever. To sit here and make it seem like they're doing this and that. Now, they do certain things that cause them to get demonetized and whatever. But I mean, listen, you live your life, you live it how you want to live it, man. I ain't here to judge no man on how he lives his life and whatever he does. Those guys are going to still make money. They're doing whatever they wanted to do. It is what it is. For other men to have a problem with other men do, it's just weird to me. It's strange behavior, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's slightly disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? To a slight degree. It's like, oh, you know, mind your business. Now let's get over to the females. Yeah, it's 9 minutes. Let's go over to the females. Disrespect and disrespectful language will not be tolerated amongst the men, okay? Your shading languages. Whenever you're trying to get your point across, you know what I'm saying? Get your point across, you know what I mean? No shade, all right? Hold the shade. Everything that you want to say, hold the shade. See, I'm starting to believe that a lot of y'all will cry wolf whenever you know that you were speaking in a way that was very disrespectful to that man whenever you were saying whatever you said. And then you think it's in him to be able to control himself, to not lash out a certain kind of way, but it's not in you to control what comes out of your mouth. It's very strange behavior. You gotta smash that like button. It's the only way for me to tell if you're in here or not. I'm speaking too much truth, and to a certain degree, I believe I'm being shadow banned. However, if I do certain things, make sure my videos are 20 minutes, I don't use certain words that I've been using lately, I can still ride out the algorithm. And you guys are doing me a great favor by smashing that like button. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. The tribe makes the channel. What you guys leave as comments will end up as titles. How you guys feel like the channel should move and grow will be up to you guys, which is hitting that like button, sharing the lives, sharing the videos, and leaving comments. All that engagement allows the algorithm of YouTube to understand, hey, this guy has something worth listening to and watching. Let's spread him out. If you guys do that, 11:11 on the timer, you know this is true, we'll grow like you've never seen before, all right? Now, let's keep it trucking. Women, understand something. If you want us to move a certain way, just like that, you're gonna have to hold the disrespect, the shading languages, the gaslighting. You're gonna have to hold off on that. I don't know what the end game is right now with the Western woman and them getting online with their made up scenarios. All those scenarios and all those videos are made up. We're gonna break down how made up they are in some of my reaction videos. I cannot stand seeing these women trying to get rich off our backs, whether it's going viral off the videos that they're putting up, and then they're going out with their girls like, I made the whole thing up, all that and stuff. No, you're not gonna make money off of us. They're always trying to nickel and dime us, man, while talking stuff about us. When these women, these females, you know, they don't know any other way of making money besides making it off of men's hard-earned wages. So let's go ahead and talk about it a little bit more. The disrespect that won't be tolerated. I mean, it's so much so not tolerated to where we're not even entertaining it. When you guys are online disrespecting us, I see guys systematically breaking down the way you're dressed, the way you're speaking, the amount of children you have, your baby fathers, how you're trying to rebrand the cooch, you know what I'm saying? And how none of it's working. And while you're doing this, you're steady trying to shame us. Listen, so your goal is to do what? Shame us. There's sunlight right in my face. Man, it's crazy. So you're trying to shame us into dating you, shame us into not wanting a date, period, shame us from not going overseas. Some of y'all are even making fun of women overseas, calling them uneducated, just because they don't run around using their degrees and their achievements and whatnot as their resume for men. Lost in the sauce, man. And I just don't know what the end goal is. It seemed like you're just sore losers and you're just saying whatever. But understand something. Once you start disrespecting, it will not be tolerated. You know what's up? What's going on, Daniel? I would say not to share any of your plans with anyone that you have coming up. Any opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Until they're concrete and they're visible, you don't want anybody sending any negative energy your way. You know what I'm saying? You'll have females that, I appreciate you, brother, appreciate you. You'll have females out here for the One Piece. You know what I'm saying? You'll have females out here that will disrespect you and talk about you like you're trash while also trying to learn from you, try to figure things out. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Emma, how you doing? Love, how you doing? While studying you and trying to figure you out, while also feeling like it's your job to give the information that you're getting from God to them because they've made up in their head that you're some kind of divine messenger and you're supposed to sacrifice yourself for these people that you don't know while they do nothing for you but hate on you and try to tell you what to do while learning from you, but don't want to tell you that they're learning from you. I'm just being real. Okay, I'm just being real. I'm telling you what they're doing out there. If you don't think the women in your proximity are learning from you, you're crazy. They'll never tell you. It's not your job to give any information for free, you know, especially when you're being disrespected and you know, no one's coming to you directly. Now, if they're coming to you directly and they're asking you, that's one thing. Another thing, from listening to my enemies, something that I'm gonna do, I pay attention to everybody. The enemy suggested making my seminars, which I'm working on, but like making my programs and getting them online. That way they don't have to ever come to me and ask, and I can still get paid for my work. So, you know, that's something I'm going to work on, because you're going to have people out there that just are not going to give you credit where credit is due. And it's disrespectful. However, if you're monetizing it right, and that's something we need to work on, you know, putting our stuff out there and allowing people to let us know whether it's worth the price or not, and not trying to judge that for ourselves, right? Allow these people to, you know, at that point, it's not really copying you. They've paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's whatever. It's like, take whatever you're getting, you know, running with it. They're giving you their contribution, but I'm never going to tell you, hey, you know what I'm saying, you're that guy. They're never going to do that, man. They don't care. The most they'll do for you, though, is buy your little course or whatever you have going on, study what you're doing, because people want to know what you have going on. You know what I'm saying? People want to know. They want to know how you're doing what you're doing. They want to know how you got there, how you didn't break whenever, you know, you were going through your trials or whatever, or your lessons. And what did you do to stay focused and all this? Of course, I got this stuff coming, but what I need to do is make sure I monetize it, or, you know, you monetize it. Don't give anything away for free. Don't give, like, you're going to have people out there calling you selfish. Can you believe somebody will call you selfish because you're not giving away for free what it is that God gave you? It's disrespectful. Another way of disrespecting you right now that I've only seen women do is taking credit for your progress. And this takes multiple forms. Lately, what I've noticed is, and I knew this was coming. So if you go to my main channel, I mentioned this. Whenever you're going through it, or it's looking bad, nobody really say nothing. But whenever you start, you know what I'm saying, your phoenix, where you're rising from the ashes and you're starting to look like gold and God's taking care of you, they want to start taking credit for it by doing things of this nature. Oh man, my prayers for you, we prayed for you, and our prayers, you're going to start hearing stuff like that, right? Now, when you were going through it, you never heard from these people. You never knew these people. You didn't even know they were watching you, unless you were like me and you knew they were watching you, because you can see between, you know what I'm saying, the lines. You can really hear what somebody's saying. But then once you come out the ashes, here they go, like, you need to understand, a lot of people had a lot of prayers for you. And that's what, you know, where were you people at? You guys smash that like button. Do me a favor. I can't see if anyone's hitting the like button. Hit that like button. Where were you people at when I was going through it? Don't tell me you were praying for me, because I'm pretty sure God would have put it on you to reach out, to say something of some kind of nature. No, 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 no. You did nothing. You sat back, you watched, you enjoyed the entertainment. I don't want to hear about your prayers. Help me get through. God got me through. Stop taking credit for God's work. It's ugly. It looks ugly on you. It's disrespectful. It's mad disrespectful. It don't get no more disrespectful than that. I'm telling you right now. Y'all need to take a break. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Take it easy. Hey, how's it going? Good afternoon. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I'm running about 19 minutes. That's good enough. The disrespect, got the road. Be easy. Okay, let's talk about it for a quick minute. You guys smash that like button. Why is jealousy the way it is? Because society set us up to turn on each other every kind of way that they can. They have us arguing about race, color, money, class system. You know, the rich feel like they're being, you know, discriminated against the poor, by the poor, and the poor feel like, you know, some type of way about the rich. Every kind of way they got us arguing and fighting with each other. They got the young arguing with the old. Everything that they can do, right? And it's all set up through the social media programming. You know, all this social media programming, all of what they do. As long as we're arguing amongst each other, we can't come together to get, you know what I'm saying, things done and make change. So since most people are into social media and media, from the powers that be. They can pump all this stuff in the movies and what we watch, you know, against the gender war and all this other crazy crap, instead of us working together or us getting along like it should be, like we used to at a certain point in time. You know what I'm saying? So the jealousy stems from having to see other people that probably worked hard to get where they're at, but see them on a regular basis doing better than you. It just causes people to lean more into the worst side of them. And it's just ugly, man. And you have, that's why I'm like Lil Wayne, man. Like, I don't watch other people's stuff. I only watch my stuff. That way I don't end up getting jealous or anything. Everybody earned where they're at. It's not up to me to dictate whether they did or they didn't. I just gotta do what I gotta do to earn mine. That's all I know. But I love y'all, appreciate y'all, and I'm your brother.